Okay, welcome to Rick's Corner. I have Con Dimitro back, and we're going to talk about some training he's been doing outside of the gym. Now, you went to John McCarthy's UFC, where he trains for UFC fighters? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I went there. One of the boys at the gym who's a fighter told me about the center.
Yeah.
And I looked it up on the internet, and I thought, wow, this place looks amazing. So I went there late on a Saturday evening when it was about to close, and there was no one there.
Yeah. Have you already worked out that day?
I already did a workout in the morning.
Yeah.
And I went there and I flipped some tires.
All right, so you're going to tell us, because we're going to run a video as we're doing this.
Yep.
So when you got there, what did you start out doing?
Well, when I got there, they tried to sign me up.
Of course.
And that was the hardest part, was to get...
Take the membership.
But no, they were very nice people. And I saw the tires there. I said, am I allowed to flip them? He said, yeah. So I've never flipped the tires before, and I just went, and it was so easy because I grew up on a farm and I used to do that sort of stuff anyway.
What's the purpose of flipping the tires?
Well, actually works the whole body. It works the legs, the lower back, the grip strength.
I saw that in the video. I mean, you basically can change the tire now.
And what?
You can change the tire now.
I can change a tractor tire. But I used to change tractor tires on the farm back at home. You know?
Well, see, these are exercises that most guys in the gym don't do. They lift the weights, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit of strength and cardio included.
Yeah.
So the average person would come in and flip the tire. He'd flip it like so many times. Is that what it's about?
Yeah, I guess so, until you run out of breath or run out of strength, and then you have a break, and just like doing a set, you know, and then do another set.
Yeah. How'd you feel after that?
I felt really good. I was excited to be there, so I had to sort of try to slow down. Plus, I was getting filmed as well, so I wanted it to look good.
Yeah, of course.
And there was a few members in the gym, not many, but a few. But I wanted to be courteous and not, prance around the gym.
Yeah, I understand that.
But once I started flipping them, I started getting pumped, and then I saw these sledgehammers, and I started hitting the tire with a sledgehammer, and that really worked my core.
I would imagine.
And it was a different type of a power and strength, and I think if I do get into the UFC fighting later on, that sort of power, that movement would really come into effect if I was, fighting someone.
Is that hammer pretty heavy?
Not really.
You just have to control it.
Yeah.
And you hit with your core. You swing and you hit with your core as you're hitting.
Yeah, lifting it up is the hard part.
Yeah.
Coming down is pretty easy. But you got to power it down if you really want to work.
Now, is this like sets and reps, or there's like so many times you do it and then you do it again, or is there any system to that?
Well, I don't really know. I just went there
just to play
as more of an image thing for my website. So, because I was ripped, I wanted to show my muscles in action.
Right.
But I'll learn all about that and find out how these other fighters use it. Yeah.
And what else did you do?
I did something that I've done many times before, which was climb the rope.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And that's the hardest thing to do.
That's very hard.
Oh yeah. And I haven't done that for many years because we used to throw it off a cliff at Bondi Beach in Sydney. And there was a whole group of wrestlers that used to train, used to go up and down. And I think the record was, 5 times up and down. And I got up to about 3. But now that I've put on all this weight, I didn't even make it to the top.
Yeah, but you have to know how to climb a rope. There's a technique to it. You just don't pull and start going.
Yeah.
It's arm strength for one.
Yes.
But it's also your body playing in and balancing up with it. Right? Not easy.
Not easy. It works your abs. It works your. Well, I felt it a lot in my biceps, my chest, my abs, and I was really worried I was going to tear something. So I really didn't want to push it.
Especially now with the contest coming up.
Yeah.
And then after that, you had these ropes, right?
That was the most exciting thing, doing that. When we first walked in there, we saw this guy doing it, and it looked a bit strange. And then my coach told me, he said, give it a shot, and I did it. And as you do it, it pulls you forward, so you sort of lean back as if you're water skiing.
Yeah.
And it works your whole body.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
Now, let me ask you, when you did this, how long were you there? I mean, how long did the whole thing take?
Less than half an hour, I guess.
All right. Was it just as tiring as going through a weight workout?
It was, but I could have slowed the pace down.
Okay.
But like today, I trained arms. I'm just working one muscle and I'm focusing on that.
Right.
When I'm doing this rope thing,
the whole thing.
Working my whole body.
Your front delts are like really coming out.
Yeah,
I mean, that's ridiculously big.
Yeah, I've put on some size on.
We call that years ago called the barbell bloat.
Okay.
It's like a disease.
I think I've got the disease. It's coming.
So, if you were to incorporate this training with your bodybuilding, let's just say you weren't training for a contest, and you wanted to get in shape quicker, do you think this would add to it?
I think it would give my body a different look.
Yeah.
And I think it'll help to coordinate all the muscles and make me look more like an athlete and give me more balance.
That's what I was
all
getting at.
working in synchronicity.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to take more calories in.
Definitely, because I did that. Then the next day I went to Metroflex gym and did the same sort of training for a commercial. And I did that after a leg workout. And it took me 2 days to recover. I was exhausted.
Just wiped out.
Yeah, I had to eat like a big steak at night. I'm depleting now. I cut all the steak and the carbs out, but I had to have a big meal that night because I was just exhausted.
No question about it. So you have a show in a week.
Yep.
Let's tell them where that show is.
It's in Dallas, Texas. It's called the Dallas Europa. I've competed in the Europa last year. I didn't place too well. The highest I placed in the Europa show was 5th, and the top 3 go to the Olympia. So I'm just praying that I'll make 3rd because I want to walk on that Olympia stage. That's my dream.
Absolutely. What's your best body part right now, do you think?
I guess my biceps are pretty good.
Yeah. Mine's my ass. Women seem to like my ass, but that doesn't count here anyway. So
yeah, well, my ass looks pretty good in jeans, but on stage I don't have enough ass, and I've been using the butt blaster.
Yeah.
My coach is female, and she said you got to use the butt blaster. I said I'm not going to go and use the butt blaster. People are going to laugh at me. But since I've been using the butt blaster, my ass has come up.
Yeah. You ask her, does it look nice in these jeans, like the commercial?
Yeah, she's been telling me, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I had to start training my ass as if it was another.
Well, it's a body part. It's a muscle group. It's the gluteus maximus.
Yep.
It has to have a certain shape to conform to your legs and your thighs and your back and everything. It has to fit in there.
Yeah, but I've always tried to keep my ass small so I could have that nice taper.
That's a disease.
Yeah.
You know what they call that?
What's that?
No acetol.
I guess I suffer from that.
Yeah, you might suffer from no acetol.
I'm getting cured. So.
Okay, so after the show, after this is said and done, if you qualify for the Olympia, then you'll be shooting for that.
Yeah, that'll be 5 weeks after this show.
Oh wow, it's soon.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yeah.
And then, God, that'd be so hot if you won that. Oh my God, can you imagine?
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
I know. And then we talked about a couple of things, you and I, about money in bodybuilding and money in ultimate fighting.
Yeah.
And I think you told me that, or we kind of decided that there's more money in the fighting.
Yeah, well, there definitely is more money in UFC fighting, and you know, boxing's taking a step back.
Boxing's really gone down.
Yeah, so
the only other alternative, I mean, for you, I mean, because you got a body, you got a look, is pro wrestling. Yeah. Which is a good chance for you.
Yeah, I'd love to do pro wrestling, and I've done a few, classes with Rick, and I had a great time doing it, and I was surprised what I could actually do.
Yeah.
And I'm no fighter. Like, I'd love to do a UFC match, but I'm not a fighter. I've just dabbled in it here and there.
Well, here's what I think about you. You're going to like this.
Okay.
A fighter has to be a person that has no remorse and go for the blood and really want to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
You got to really want to hurt that person because you want to win. I don't think you're the type of person to want to hurt somebody. You're too nice.
Yeah.
And if you hurt him, you're going to, oh, I'm sorry. You might just feel that way.
Yeah, but you haven't seen my bad side.
No, I haven't.
No.
You have a bad side?
Yeah, sometimes I flip out, but very rarely. But I've got to flip out when I walk into that cage.
Well, that's right. And it's got to someone push that button, and usually it's a woman.
Yeah. Well, I'll have my woman right by my side.
Well, thank you for coming and sharing this with us. And I know you viewers are going to love to see what he does here because I'll have the video running during our interview, of course. And wish him a lot of good luck for the Olympia. I certainly do, because I'd love to see him win this thing. That'd be just a wonderful thing to happen to Con. He's a great guy, and I don't care what he said. He's too nice to be fighting, and I've never seen that bad side, and I don't think I want to either. But I'll have him back again after the contest, and we'll talk some more, and we'll shoot some more videos. And thank you for watching Rick's Corner. And Con, thank you for coming and doing this.
Thank you very much, Rick.
This is going to be a real pleasure to have people watch this.
And thanks, fans of me and Rick. Thanks a lot.
And stay tuned next time.